Now, like I said, though, earlier, right? My hairline only bothers you because I won't let you make it an issue with me. See, that's the point. I mean, what more does a man have to do to show you he's not going bald? I mean, or if it is receding, it's in your head, right? See, like I said, right? I'm showing you the hairline itself, right? First, for what it really is doing, right? So I'm explaining that part to you, right? But what you're failing to comprehend is we've been talking about this for a year. It ain't receding in that it's not going up higher or lower. See, so you're wrong. And I can tell you you're wrong. And you can argue with me about it, and I don't care. That's what you're doing. You're trying to make something an issue with me that's probably also an issue with you, right? What about it? Like I said. But what you fail to comprehend is whether it's receding in your mind or it's the same in mine. The issue is the hairline itself, not what you think it's doing or I think it's doing. If that's what we're talking about here. Or all men who have to have different hairlines as well, right? No two men, though, have a perfectly straight hairline, right? Anyway, I know. But even if it's uneven on one side, that's not the same as going bald, right? Or having a receding hairline or male pattern baldness, right? That's a part of a gene. That if you have that gene, it ain't your fault either. That in that area, you don't have a choice if you're going to go bald or not, right? Now, what I'm saying, though, is you're trying to make this an issue, right? And it's not with me. Whatever it does, I know it's going to do, but it ain't changed in 30 years, right? No, it hasn't. In 2007, I had the same hairline, right? That's just 13 years ago. And counting. And for the last year, you've been harping on it, and it ain't changed either, right? Then you pretend I'm the one acting the fool, right? See, what are you trying to show? That I didn't hear voices in 93? Or that you think I'm saying, right? Like I'm lying to the VA about it. They are the doctors who diagnosed me with mental illness. It's not me myself, stupid, right? And a lot of people hate doctors because of that, but I can't do nothing about it because, again, I can only tell you what happened, right? Now, look it up in the dictionary, or become a psychologist yourself, or a psychiatrist, and then you'll know why they diagnosed me with that. But if you don't, you're just wasting your time. I don't pretend to be insane or sane, right? Like I said, I'm just telling you in 93, I heard voices of what they said, right? If that's why I have a mental illness, I'm also telling you what led up to that mental illness was my shipmates, and that's why all this is service connected, right? I'm telling you, in 90, I was found medically fit for duty, and even psychologically fit for naval duty, right? So you don't have a choice, okay, lard ass yourself, or skinny ass yourself, or regular ass yourself. You're making something an issue that can't be changed right now for me, right? Like the house. Unless I get a wife who can help me clean it up, which is my thing, right? And she wants to live with me and help me, right? I'm stuck, right? In this house by myself alone. I can't do nothing about it. And you're blaming me because I can't do nothing about it. Either every woman on the planet has a boyfriend, or if they're single, they don't want to even take a chance with me, right? But again, is that my fault, or because I'm diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia? And they might have been around some crazier men than me. But see, the thing is, if I know they're trying to call me paranoid schizophrenic, I'm going to be on my best behavior always, whether I'm around someone or not. So that's just using your head, right? And see, I'm playing by all the rules, right? If I'm with someone, I'm with them. If I'm not, I'm not. I can't do more than that, nor can anyone else. Whatever happened to cause the loss of time around the Asian girl who called herself Michelle when I was in the salon, right? I don't know what the details are to what happened if I blacked out, right? But if you're charging me with criminal trespassing, you're making me think one of the things could have been sex. Not her, you. The manager, the owner, Ken. The prejudiced Vietnamese owner, right? It's making me think the girl was being messed with by the women like I thought she was. And we went into the bathroom and had sex to prove I wasn't responding to her sexually in the chair. And when I'm in the chair, I'm not even hard. But only she would know that. She would know that. Not you. And not them. And not them. And you can only come in if we both went into the bathroom, but you can't prove what we did in the bathroom either. Even if she has a child, you can't prove anything, right? Because you don't want to know. Because you don't want to know. You're that stubborn of a human being, right? You're that full of yourself. And no one can change you. I'm not even trying to change you, right? I can't change you. No matter who you are. Or how stubborn you are. But okay. Okay. But that's the real world. That's the real world we're actually living in, right? Some people have more power to do you wrong, even if you're doing the right thing. And you got to work through that mess like I did in the Navy, right? It don't change the outcome is that I was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and failed 3 stories while on base being discharged, right? So I also got my E3 back while in mid-hold, which rarely happens, which shows my shipmates were probably the ones who had a problem with all me. True. But if you get it back, and they're the ones who stripped it from you, and you're just given a simple job and you just do the damn job, right? Then they realize that was the problem. See, if I can do a simple job or a hard job, and they won't train me, I'm left out in the dark not knowing what's going on, right? Why? Because I'm not an electrician born. And we all got to learn to be an electrician, right? Unless you want to go to the Matrix where they can play it into your head. Release all the information. And then you're an electrician. And you got to go to school then, right? But see, that's the only way you can learn through osmosis anyway. Is if there's a program or something that tells you how to do everything you need to do as an electrician. And they plug it in your damn head. Put all the information in there, and then you're an electrician. That's how osmosis will work anyway. I know it is. But is that the only way we can do osmosis? Is if you actually hook yourself up to a computer. And then the computer is feeding you the information and making you an electrician in your mind. But then are you even in the real world, but a computer-generated world like the Matrix? Who are you then? A machine or a man? And whether, again, right, you put humans in little cubicles or little pods, right? For both birthing and, right. It's all in the head, right? Now, your body feels pleasure even without the Matrix, right? But we're not so smart as we think we are sometimes. We got to learn things too as we get along, right? If you're willing to learn something, you're fine. But if you think you know it all, well, no one can teach you more than what you know. You're a dumbass, and I can say no more to you. Right? You think you know it all, and you won't learn nothing else, and that's how you are. And so you are. But who can do anything about it? Nobody. If you think you know everything, if really you don't, all someone can say was, no, you don't. No, you don't. So listen or not. Nobody can make you better or worse than you are today, as well as that as well, right? And to say you're a gay person, or in the closet gay person, or a rapist, or whatever, right? No one knows you do that but you, right? Until you get caught, right? Right. So if you're doing all that to me or someone else, right? Again, only me and that other person know, right? But like I said, right? I couldn't hold out for Mary Bell, and I told her why. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you don't understand or feel you have the freedoms in America that I as a man have, right? Well, maybe that's the problem. She isn't a man, right? She can't just leave Steven for some reason, or Bart for some reason. Which, like I said, that makes me think she had a child with him or something, right? Right. And is lying about that. But I'm still trying to tell her I wouldn't molest your daughter or try to fuck her either, or wanted just you. And that's what I mean, right? She's the one acting like she has something to hide, like a child or something, that if I knew about it, I would break up with her anyway. But as long as I didn't know, we can fuck. But that's still no a dating relationship. Or make someone feel like they were just a rebound, right? And you had another problem. The only other problem you could have is a child, not another man, right? Even I know that. If you're seeing me when you can get away from your baby daddy, that means you have a relationship with your baby daddy. And you want one with me, but he won't let you go, right? See, I know better. But I'm not going to try to fuck your daughter, dumbass, right? Because I wanted you, not her. And I'm sarcastically asking you, what, you think I want your virgin daughter or something, right? I'm not serious on that. I just don't know what to say to get you to commit to me. And you're hiding something. I know it's either a child or something of that magnitude. No matter what you're saying, you're lying about it. You're not trusting me. And if you don't trust me, the relationship won't last beyond 2 years anyway, normally, right? Luckily, I guess, in a way, right? But then what? Then you're telling me Patrick is 2 weeks late, but you're supposed to be on birth control pills the whole time, right? Well, see, the problem with those birth control pills, right, is even if you got pregnant by me, it's not going to be perfect like someone not on birth control pills. But that's why you can trace Jonathan back to February and not March, which is when I thought I got her pregnant, right? See, I was wrong too. See, I knocked Daphne up so fast it was within 1 to 4 days. No more than a week, right? After I met her, right? So that's where I got confused, right? Momentarily, right? So like I said, I'm not going to go after Daphne's daughter, even if we have a bad breakup, right? But where am I? I'm in Georgia. Why am I in Georgia? Because I'm trying to stay away from my stepdaughter, because I'm just around her. I wouldn't even try to get around her if I was not injured, right? You never thought to do that? No. To any woman, to any child, right? Now, unless biological dad or granddad or someone in the family is doing something crazy to the child and they know they are, right? But they're blaming me. You understand why, right? I'm the one with the mental illness in the military who married Daphne, right? So they're trying to use that how? Like I married her to get to the daughter or something? No. Trust me, no. I'm not after no 4-year-olds, right? That don't even entertain me. And I don't care if a woman's a virgin or not. If you have a choice, here's an example, between Salma Hayek and a 4-year-old, I'm going to choose Salma Hayek. I don't care who she's been with. I don't care how many men she had, and if she's willing to do it, of course. You know, don't wait people. That's the key, though, right? But if it's only the 4-year-old, I gotta wait. I wouldn't do it until she's what, 16? Right. That's what I was taught to do. Either you wait for the girl till she's legally old enough to consent in Georgia, which is 16, right? Or you don't be with her at all, even, right? If she won't be with you, right? Is that wrong, ladies? No. Now, some men, though, have become serial rapists, right? I'm not naming names, but they think their sexual liberties, right, is even if the woman says no, they can still have sex with it. Now, that's gay man mentality, right? Captain Gay Man. And I'm laughing at my own joke, but it's a joke. You're not supposed to even think like that, right? Some more roofian women, Bill. But that's part of the crazy dating anyway. We talk about slipping a woman a Spanish fly, right? Or in a drink anyway. So all Cosby is part of that culture where they were talking about doing that anyway, only he had a drug Rohypnol where he could do that shit, right? For real. But see, now you realize, though, you're dealing with another human being, right? The woman is your problem if you do that to her. She didn't want you to do that shit to her. Only you, in your delusions of grandeur, right, believe she did, right? And no, she didn't. No, she didn't. That's rape when you remove someone's free will choice, right? To say no. Or yes, right? Or again, if you knock me out after I'm with the woman, that's a crime too, right? Because you're attempting to murder me, right? When the girl consented or the person consented, right? And you can't use a crime to hide a crime, right? In other words, the real crime is if a 15-year-old's working in the nail salon, that's illegal in child labor laws, right? You go to jail for that too. You're supposed to wait till she's 16 to even work in one of those salons. Especially in the state of Georgia, right? That's so you don't put a child to work too young, do you? But if he's an old, evil Vietnamese man who's bringing women over from Vietnam to work in a salon, right? He might be so fucked up he don't want to see that, right? And would even make his own daughter at 15 work in the damn salon, right? Which is illegal for even him to do that, right? He can train his daughter at 15, but she can't do the job until she's 16, right? In other words, she was doing my nails too, right? And I asked her how old she was, and she said 37, right? So I'm thinking, okay. And she looked at me as if she was Michelle Kwan herself stepped up out of the skate ring, right? So I'm not thinking when she told me she was 37, she's lying. I believe in her. I'm believing her. So if he's putting his daughter to work in the salon she's not supposed to be working in until she's 16, he's breaking the law first, right? And then she lied about her age because she knows she's not supposed to be in there, right? So she's 16. Because I was talking about this before too, right? Because my mom had suggested I go out to a nail salon. That's why. And try it. So I did. And that wasn't the first nail salon I went to. But I didn't lose an hour in addition to the nail job, right? Which means I was in there for an hour and 40 minutes versus 40 minutes, right? And I know you were there too. after we went to the bathroom to prove to her I wasn't hard sitting in the chair. Why? The women were fucking with her about me and making me think she was sexually confused by me and that I would even hurt her that way. Or just get up on her right in front of her. See, if I feel like she's being messed with, right? But I don't speak Vietnamese, I read body language. And I felt as if they were messing with her sexually, right? About me being in front of her and being a big guy. In both areas. You know what I mean? Penis and weight. But at the same time, I'm not in there to hurt her, I'm not in there to seduce her, and I'm not in there to really have sex with her either, right? Just a nail job where I try to get out before the movie ends, right? Which is where we run into the problem. And how I know it went beyond the time. Because I had to see a different movie than the two I wanted to see. Now, when you're on a timeline, though, and you go over the time, what's going to make you go over the time and you're there to see a movie anyway? Pretty girl. Right. Say what you want to say. Believe what you want to believe, right? I get nothing about it, I'm not, right? Issue was I didn't know till after, and even after he told me, he blacked me out, so I don't remember, right? I don't even know how he blacked me out, if he blacked me out, but she does. The whole store does. They even had cameras unless they turned them off, which is an option you have, right? With any camera. So, keep lying, you're a lie. The end. I can't do nothing about it. But I let it go too, right? I know she would. She knows she was. Hell, I'll let her go to college if she wanted in any field she wanted to go into, right? If she married me, right? But she can't until she's 18 in Georgia either. So that's part of the law too. Now, what the law means is that 16 years old, if someone has a relationship with her, she can have sex with the person, but in order to legally marry, she has to get her parents' permission, right? Until she's 18. Right. But she can still have sexual relations at 16, right? Now, you ask him, why am I talking about sex? We all seem to be sexually confused about sex. You know, if I have sex with a woman and she's my escort and I pay her $230 to be my escort for the evening, the sex don't have to be part of that bill. You know that, right? Like in beaches or whatever, or Barbra Streisand. A man can give you a gift, but if you have sex with him, that's got to be like you're his girlfriend and for free, right? Right. That's not illegal. You can even have many boyfriends and many girlfriends. But the thing is, you can't pay for the sex. It's got to be free. So if I went in there to do the nail job, that's all I paid for, the $38 to do the nail job. Plus I wanted to give her an $8 tip, right? Which was turned to $3, which I put 2 on the card, so that's $5, right? Whatever that was about. Believe it or not, that's about something too. But like I told you, if Pastor Thomas's daughter, hypothetically at 4, and I'm over 21 when I go out to his church, right? That's 16 to 17 year difference, right? I'm not even going to worry about it if she thinks she's one of the 2 witnesses or not. But don't think it's me doing it. I don't know who's trying to set me up with a 4-year-old. But it ain't me. And it ain't God. And it ain't Jesus. I'd agree with you on that, right? But I still wouldn't try to mess with her until she's what age? Virginia, 18, right? I'm just trying to teach you something, right? No matter what. But she should be married herself by now. And see, there's 4 witnesses. 2 men and 2 women, like I said, right? Maybe that's part of his confusion, that I, being the first male, right, can't help the other male understand the truth either. And me find me a female because she was too young with the pastor's eyes for me to even mess with, and I understand that, right? And she marries someone else, and I marry someone else, right? That's the point, right? More my age, more my maturity. But even if I do marry someone her age now, right? That's different, like I said, right? Than being with someone when they're 4 versus old enough to be with someone, right? Now, that's also called compromise, right? If you can't be with one you love, honey, love the one you with. The Bible don't say you can't do that. But we're all married and being given in marriage. The answer is to forgive the sin, right? Not condemn it. Because then we're all condemned and going to hell. And no one's going to heaven, right? You're judging yourself to death. Told you that before. I'm not judging her. If we were together and I don't remember it, I don't remember it and I'm not mad about it. That's not judging that either. But I know why I don't remember it. It's because me and her did something you don't want me to remember it. That had we not done it, I wouldn't have lost the hour of time either. And that have to see our chain dogs instead. Like I said, if I'm telling you facts, that's proof of a blackout of a temporary amnesia while I'm around the girl anyway. No. But I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble, not even him. I understand his reasoning why he blacked me out. I just disagree that I knew the girl's age and wouldn't have done it otherwise, right? I wouldn't have had a problem with it. To not do it. So what he's trying to do is make it a crime, right? And called the police when I went in to go to the bathroom for the 3rd time, right? 3 months in a row. Now, the 2nd time I did the salon, he did my nails. He didn't even want any of his women to do my nails again, right? Like I was after all of them or something. When he knows I would only be interested in the one who did my nails. And I don't really try to be with every girl in the salon anyway. Which is what I would tell him. It's not like I'm trying to be with every girl in the salon anyway. I would only want to be with her, right? I know what I would say whether I remember it or not, too, right? If I lose that hour of time, it ain't about me playing patty cake with her or her doing my nails alone. But it's about more than that, right? But she's a year older now. She might be turning 17 soon. And I'm just showing her, I'm sorry what happened, but what's going on? Right? Something going on in their store. In their store. Right. So, is she really going out with him? That's what they'll be saying if she's around me. That's right. Is she really gonna take him home tonight? You know what I mean? Dude, I make things fun and entertaining. Even if I'm teaching it to you. I think I'm one of the best teachers next to Jesus himself, right? Which that's what he went around doing. Preaching and teaching the good news, right? You're forgiven. You're forgiven, though. Your mistakes, right? Now, that does require, though, if you're doing violence, right? We're talking murder, rape, assault, stealing, and lying. Those sins you're supposed to moderate, right? And quit doing. Bearing false witness against your neighbor, you're not supposed to do that anymore, right? Or lying on them. Stealing is the second thing. You want to take something that's your neighbor's and make it yours, right? Now, if Michelle ain't available, I understand that, right? But if she is available, so am I still. Now, I'm not talking about Michelle from Chinatown. I don't even know I was around her that way. I would have to admit that I went into the bathroom with her within the short time I ate, right? Now, if I'm eating over an hour, I could have done something. I don't know. Usually it takes 40 minutes to eat for a normal person, even in a buffet, too. Right? But I'm there an extra 20 minutes, and you're saying we're having sex? I don't remember the sex again in that restaurant either. So what we're doing is doing it for 5 minutes, doing it for 10 minutes, doing it for 20 minutes in addition to me eating out there, right? So again, if Kelly is tipped to me and she's a beautiful woman and she's over the age of consent, Georgia law, even if she's married, does not say she can't have sex with me. No. But I'm not there to just have sex with her. I'm eating the food. I live right down the road. I'm not violating any laws, right? Whether I remember being with her or not, too. But she is my type, right? Whether I'm her type or not, I don't know. I don't think we even did anything the whole time I'm out there. I don't even know we did anything. I have amnesia of that part, right? And I can't do nothing about it if I do either. But if she knows and she like what we're doing, she like what we're doing. I'm just leaving her the choice to keep it up or break up with me, right? And when she left, finally, that's when it ended, right? And I never saw her again. And I even honored that she didn't want to get pregnant for 3 years and she didn't get pregnant for 3 years. But then she quit going out. I don't know why. I don't know why. And I assume she's with her husband, which I was fine with too, like I said, right? I don't think she wants to be with me and she's acting all kind of crazy. And I'm having amnesia whether we're together or not either. And I'm telling her that then. Right? Well, I don't even remember being with you. I know what to do with you, whether I remember it or not. And I would do the same thing, but maybe over and over again. Right? But I still have amnesia of it all, right? But see. Now, the amnesia has to come from a source, though. Either a male source, usually, or a female, right? But then they're doing me, the evil, right? And blocking me out that I was with a female, right? So that's, again, their problem that they like the female, too. But instead of letting me remember I was with her, they're trying to black me out. That ain't good. That ain't God. That's Satan. Why do you think Satan does that, right? He wants you dead for it. When all you're doing is trying to find a female to be with you, right? That's not a crime. Never has been. Now, if it's up to 1,000 now, Solomon had to keep all the women in his harem, right? Though, here's the funny thing about a harem. As long as you're in the harem, you're part of the harem, right? But I don't force a woman to be part of my harem, because I don't even know I have one. Right? I ain't trying to have one. I'm trying to find one woman, right? Which I always thought that's what women want anyway, a man who wants them, right? But if I have you, we're going to be delighted in each other, right? Because I'm not going to go after someone else unless they come after me hard, right? And again, That's if I know I'm with you. If I don't know, I'm going to try to be with any woman because I still think I'm single, right? You understand that too, right? That's not me trying to cheat on you if I don't know we're together. Because some asshole is backing me out after we're together, right? Whether it's a female asshole or a male. The other women, right, can fight for someone like me because I know how to survive a car wreck and three-story fall too, right? Right. And if I can survive that, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, right? According to Isaiah. And so if I'm in the Solomon area of women, or say Wilt Chamberlain area, right? They're with me because I'm not trying to cheat on them during the day, and I'm sending them a message that someone's blacking me out after I'm with you, and you're going to piss them off, right? Because you're robbing me of the faithfulness I can show them if I know I'm with them, too. But if I don't know I'm with you, I'm, of course, still trying to find a girlfriend, right? And don't know I'm even with someone still, right? And that's on you, Ben. See, all it takes is like with Molly, even though we got into a strange argument about rape again, and she was on top, by the way. Though, of course, you know that's sarcasm, right? On her part, right? But then I'm choosing not to talk about the sex because she's called it rape, right? And I want her to tell the truth, right? That she was on top, right? Not me, not me. Because of my size, I was still around 200 pounds, right? And she was a little skinny thing, about 100 pounds lighter, right? So I'm not going to be on top of her. I'll let her get on top of me. But see, that's going to tempt any female if I'll let you be on top and you never done it before, and you know most males are going to be on top, right? Even if I'm in my 50s, or if it's about sex, even with him, like, so am I, girlfriend. But if I'm saying I'll let you be on top and I don't look too bad for them, you don't think they'll try? But I'm not telling them to, right? I'm telling them to wait till they're old enough. They have to. Or they'll get me in trouble and themselves, right? See, if you go after a mentally ill person, that's on you. Because I'll card your ass. You card their ass. You gotta have a valid ID or something I can see as an ID. Now, here's the irony, though. I'm a Georgia resident, right? If someone comes from the state and they're 16, right, and they try to sleep with me, that's legal because the age of consent is still 16, even though Miley Cyrus was the same age when she came herself, right? But I figured she came to fuck them, not me. Like I said, no, I knew that. I knew that. Wasn't no problem for me unless the problem was with Lynn. I don't know that either. I don't know that either. But there again, the problem is he's around Billy Ray, so he might be trying to do the honorable thing, Molly. I don't know. But all you can do is sneak to my apartment and try to fuck me while I'm with Molly. You wouldn't do that now. I don't think. I don't know. I'm trying to be with Molly. I'm not even paying you, no, never mind. Not sure not a attractive woman yourself. I will say that much now. She's better looking than Molly by a mile. Hey, come on. Hey. But I wouldn't even think that. I don't even think that. But with what I'm talking about, the Molly and the people on YouTube and what I do to women, that wouldn't tip Molly if she was having problems with them. I don't know. But I'm not saying because I have really amnesia, right? I'm just focused on Molly, not Molly. So that gives her cover, but the only one who can interfere then will be Liam or the family, right? You see what I mean? But if she is sneaking over to me, I know either way I'm to keep it under wraps. But like I said, though, real amnesia happens because someone followed her. Uh-huh. And I don't have no clue. Even though I know it's possible for her to drive to my house. Right? I don't have no clue she even did, right? So I'm not going to accuse her either. I don't know. But it sounds like a fantasy either way for me or her. But if amnesia is the problem, amnesia is the problem. For me, not her. Does that turn you on? Does that turn you on? Something like that. Something like that. Turned me on when you got in the backseat of that car and Mark. Mark said yes. Mark said yes. But briefly now, I behave no matter who it is. And like I said, I can't prove nothing. I don't even try. You don't even try. I'm just saying to her, if she did and I don't remember, you know it ain't mine. Be that one. Be Lynn or your family. I know. You know, Billy Ray. Which I'm more his age. I'm a few years younger, I'm sure. And your mom, of course, she might not like it, but like I said, this happens to a lot of girls your age anyway. They try to hook it up with their boyfriend and then go off with the older guy and have sex with him. Because the younger guy is not yet in a position where he's ready, but the older guy can't find a girlfriend, but, you know, does things other men don't do. Like vagina, right? Not to prove anything. It's not to prove anything. But same with Dua Lipa, which means two lips. Dua. A dua. Well, the lady does have two lips. One's vertical and one's horizontal, by the way, too. Right. Well, let's scroll up here. No, I didn't even have a clue about mileage, right? But she is legal. Well, that's why you can get away with it the way they did that night. If Liam blacked me out, I understand. I respect that too. Right? I'd black myself out too. I wouldn't want someone else to pop my girlfriend's cherry, of course. Which is what we're talking about. Well, that's what I mean about talking about being with a virgin, but being sarcastic about it too. It don't matter. Of course, you're only a virgin once, and then you're not. You're not. Even your fingers can serve as a... I'm doing that, or the wrong tampon. See, there's two kinds. There's pads, which are on the outside, and tampons, which go on the inside. And that's what I was telling what's her name, too? Daphne's daughter, right? Amanda. In case something like that happened with her, I can see the girl since she was 4. And I ain't been around her like that. Even when I was. Right. Save your tears for rainy day. But why can't I say that? It's a phrase I've heard somewhere before, maybe, right? I understand what it means, and I, what? Agree with it. And I'm saving my tears for a rainy day. So sometimes I feel like I want to cry, right? And what I'm doing there is it's a movie I'm crying to, not you. Not you. It's something in the movie. Like a favorite character dies. Hmm. But they might celebrate when I'm in my lifestyle, so. But we don't care, right? But you're not celebrating for the right reasons, so we know it, right? You're not celebrating because you're liberated from Satan. You're celebrating because you still have 4,000 more years under Satan, and you don't get the difference. You thinking it's almost over. We're thinking, no, you might have 4,000 more years, right? Misinterpreting John, right? But the book of Revelation is to tell you things you don't want to hear, right? And that's why John says there's 7 seals, right? And Isaiah says the same thing. You're sealing facts, right? In the Bible. And the Bible tells you facts. They can even do scientific studies to the Bible. And it confirms some scientific principles as well. But of course, you got to read it. Read it.